Right. Well, I want to show you this little air purifier. This is called a RainMate, and it does 5 different things. The first thing it does is going to take all your bad air, your dust, your bacteria and stuff like that in the back. It's going to put out fresh, clean air out of the front, okay? The second thing it does is it's going to make perfect air. Perfect air is 85% humidity and 15% dry. So if it's like a really cold, wintry, blustery day where it's real dry, it's going to put some moisture in the air, just like a humidifier. If it's really damp like a basement, it's going to make it more dry. Now the third thing it does, and you've probably smelled this before, I like to call it the hospital smell. Now it's going to take a little while to smell this one. Now the big one does the whole house instantly. Okay, it'll do 3,500 square feet every 30 minutes, but this little one is really only good for like a 10 by 10 room or a kitchen. Matter of fact, you can run it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I actually sleep with this in my bedroom. Okay, can you guys smell that one yet?
Oh yeah.
All right, you can smell it?
Yep.
All right, now, again, I call it the hospital smell. It's really called triethylene glycol. We just call it fresh air because that's a little bit too much to pronounce. But you know when you go in the hospital, you smell this all the time?
Yeah.
What this is, it actually is a sanitizer and it's medication. Let's say you came home and you had strep throat. By the end of the week, every kid in the house has it, and your husband, and everybody's sick, right? So let's say somebody came over and they're sick, even if they're coughing. You can put a little bit of this in the water, and what it's going to do is it's going to kill all the airborne germs and the bacteria. I'm sure you've been to a doctor's office before, correct?
Yeah.
You walk in, there's at least 20-some people, right?
And they're all sick.
And they're all sick, and they're going, and you're like, oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
stay away, because you don't know what they got. They might have strep, they might have the flu. Of course, you don't want to catch it. They go see the receptionist, they see the nurse, they see the doctor. By the time they come out, you come out, and there's 20 to 30 more new people. On an average, you're looking at anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 people a month. It's over 60,000 people a year. Have you ever wondered why the doctor, the nurse, and the receptionist don't get sick? This is why. You run this in the ventilation system, and it kills everything, all the airborne germs and bacteria. As long as you're not kissing and hugging and having any bodily contact, you're not going to catch what you got, okay? Same thing, vice versa. If you're sick, you're not going to give it to them as long as they're not putting any hands on with you. Now you're going to notice the water's going to start to turn a little bit white. It's just like hydrogen peroxide. You know, when you have a cut and you pour it, it gets white and it bubbles up. Well, that's the bacteria that it's trapping in the water. So you can see we're already pulling bacteria out of the air in your house, okay? Now the fourth thing it does, I notice you've got some candles and plug-ins. You like candles?
I do. I love
Plug-ins,
them.
anything like that?
No plug-ins.
Febreze? I know that
Yeah.
yesterday the husband told me, he said his wife buys about $500 a year on candles, okay? And she's constantly buying them every month. Right, now this is one of the 11 that we have. We also have 4 essential oils, and it's only $25 for a 4-pack, and you'd probably agree with me, just to buy a candle at Bath & Body or Yankee right now, it's 25 bucks for a small candle. That lasts about 30 hours. You can get a 4-pack from us for $25. It'll last you about a year. Now you see me squirting it, I'm just immune to the smells, but you really only need a couple of drops. Our essential oil box is 4 for $30, okay, which is great because they're selling those things this size for 30 bucks a piece, and you can get 4 of those from us. So you can pick any kind of fragrance you like depending on what you personally prefer. Can you smell this one yet?
I do smell it. Yeah.
This
smells
one's
great.
lemon, nice and fresh and clean, okay? All right, now this is my personal favorite. It's not the one we sell the most of, but it's the one that I personally like. A lot of men like it too because they have this in a lot of the colognes, okay? But you tell me what you think about it. Can you smell it?
Orange.
It's orange.
Orange, citrus, like a
Yeah.
citrus, nice
Yeah.
and fresh and clean. I just love this. When you come in, it smells real new and everything smells so fresh, okay? You like that
I
one?
really do smell that. Really
You
good.
like it?
Mhm.
Okay. Now this is the one we sell the most of. And I'll tell you, kids absolutely love it. They kind of think about bubble gum or the car wash or candy, grape, things like that. But you tell me. And for whatever reason, the people in Ghana absolutely love this one. This seems to be their absolute favorite, the berry. Because people say, well, what is this one?
I smell it.
And
Smells
this
really
one is
good.
a little bit stronger than most of the ones we carry. And you know the berries are really big right now,
Yeah.
blueberry, strawberry, mulberry. So it kind of encompasses the whole thing. What do you think about
That's
that?
awesome.
So which one did you like the best so far?
Berry.
I like the orange one.
You like the orange and you
Yep.
like the berry. Okay. Now what I've done is I've aromatized everything. So now I've already cleaned the air, I'm making perfect air, we're trapping all the bacteria, we're sanitizing and medicated, now we're aromatizing. Now here's the good one. You're either gonna love this one or you're gonna hate it. There's normally no in between, okay? Now I don't know about you guys, but do either one of you have any kind of sinus issues? Ever have
I
migraines,
do.
anything like that?
No migraines, migraines.
You have migraines? Well, this one here, and you tell me if you like this one or not, but do you guys have asthma even? Allergies, anything like that? Seasonal? Anything?
I have
Sometimes,
allergies.
yeah, in the wintertime, sometimes she
I have
gets like
allergies.
nosebleeds
I
and
get
stuff.
nosebleeds.
Well, you know when you have allergies, what happens is your bronchial tubes basically contract and they squeeze and it makes it really hard to breathe. And if you have asthma, that's a really difficult thing. So what happens is this opens up all your airways and it opens all your sinus cavities. I mean, my husband is so bad, he'll come home and he sounds like he's choking to death because his
Yeah.
sinuses are so bad. And so I sleep with this. I either put eucalyptus or lavender in my bedroom, depending on if he's choking or not. And within 20 minutes, everything just calms down. Matter of fact, in February, I went and stayed in a hotel with my grandkids. My grandson had croup really bad, okay? My son uses a wood stove. He's 3 years old. Within 20 minutes, I was so thankful that I brought this to the
Yeah.
hotel room.
Wow.
It completely quieted down. I actually gave my son one for him to sleep with because he was really having some problems. But, you know, I don't know about you, but to me, this is like a comfort smell. Because when I was little, you know, Vicks was on everything when you were sick. It
on
was
your
under your
chest.
nose, on
Yep.
your chest, on your feet. And this is the purest form of Vicks that there is, it's eucalyptus. Now, it's great for migraines because it does open the sinus cavity. It does help you breathe better, especially if you have a sore throat, if you have a sore throat or something like that. And you know, kids, we teach them to share. They go to school and they feel perfectly fine. They're sitting on the bus and little Johnny's pouring the sippy cup because maybe he got grape and he got fruit punch, so they like whichever one the other one got, right? And inevitably they come home, Mommy, I don't feel so good when they come home. Who stays up with them all night when they're sick?
Mommy.
You do. So if you could put this in the bedroom and you could got a decent night's sleep, especially when you got to work in the morning, you do work, correct?
Yes.
What kind of job do you have?
Marketing director.
Oh my God, I bet you if you stayed up all night, you wouldn't be too much on the
No,
phone, would you?
I would be
Okay.
not good.
So this is going to enable you to get a good night's sleep. All you do is put the eucalyptus in there. You can put hot water in here. Now it's only going to last about 20 minutes, but then it becomes a vaporizer. So you put it in the bedroom with them, okay, close the door, and 20 minutes later they're going to have a nice good night's sleep, which means, guess what? So are you. So when you get up, you're going to be bright and bushy-tailed for work tomorrow. But you tell me, by the end of the week, does everybody in the house have it?
Yes.
So if your little one comes
Yes.
home, and Daddy is probably the last one to get it, and then he's really grumpy, right?
Yep.
So this will keep that from happening. Use it for sore throat, cold, strep, sinus, migraines. Now, the other thing they say it does help with is snoring. But I gotta tell you the damn truth. My husband snores like a freight train. They ain't done a damn thing at my house. But some of the girls that work with me, they honestly say it does work, okay? And a couple of them have. So we can try it for that as well. But I think it depends on what's wrong with them. It might be septum, I don't know, sleep apnea.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
might
say sleep
depend on the
apnea.
snoring part. But that's the 5 things it does. Now, most people want at least 2 of these, because you notice I put 5 different things in here, and you didn't even say anything to me. You didn't smell like the last one did,
Yeah,
did it?
no.
Okay, because most people are always asking, how come it doesn't smell like the one you put in before?
Yeah.
Water is a natural purifier. It absorbs all your odors. It's just like, let's say we put a pitcher of water in the refrigerator and we stuck an onion next to it. 24 hours later, it's going to smell and taste like the onion. Just like the water gets stagnant outside and the mosquitoes, it's drawing
Yeah.
all the odors.
That musty smell.
So a lot of people want this in the kitchen, okay? Because if you're cooking, let's say seafood, kale, chitlins, anything that's going to stink, cabbage, anything that's going to go throughout the whole house, burn your toes. Have you ever burned your food before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you sit this in the kitchen on the counter, and within 5 minutes, all the odor's going to be gone, and it's not going to go out throughout the house, okay? Some people won't even cook seafood in their home because it stinks so bad, okay? But this will take care of that. So I promise you, you're going to want to. Because if you have this sitting in your kitchen, and you're cooking, and your son comes home tomorrow, Mommy, I don't feel so good, I promise you, you're going to unplug that, and you're going to put it in the bedroom with him, all right?
Yes,
Okay.
you're right.
So let me ask you a question. If I were to go out in my car right now, and I had 10 of these, and I brought them in, and I said, the only thing is, you have to give them away. Is there anyone that you can personally think of that would really benefit by having one of these? Anybody that you know that has asthma,
Yeah.
allergies, pets, kids, smokers, sinus issues, migraine headaches, snorers, germaphobes, clean freaks, anybody like that that you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you this paper, and I want you to write down just their first name, okay?
Okay.
Because let me show you what these sell for. They sell for $150 each. Of course, if you get two, once Uncle Sam puts his hand in your pocket, you're gonna spend $318. But we have a program where you can earn them for this amount. Which way would you like to get one?
Free.
Okay? So, I want you to remember all those people I was just asking you about. Just write down their first name. I don't even want their last name. I'm not gonna ask you for a phone number because I promise you I'm not gonna call anybody. Yeah, write their first name down. As many as you can think of. So that's the reason I don't ask you for the last name, because I'm not going to call any of these people. All right. What we found is I could turn in 20 names, and maybe the girls might reach half of that, 10. And maybe out of that 10, half of them might agree to look at this. And maybe 3 to 5 of them would actually hold up. Sometimes we go to appointment and nobody was even there. But I promise you, if you called everybody on this list, I'm sure everybody's going to answer the phone for you, right? But the answer for you or a telemarketer first.
Me.
Okay, so now I know I'm going to reach 100%, and if they tell you no, that's fine, but we're probably going to get on twice as many appointments with half the effort. Am I right?
Right.
All right, now let me ask you a question. How do you know Joanne and Mike?
I was in Joanne's wedding. I've known her.
Best friend?
I would say so, yeah. She's
Okay.
one of my best friends, yeah.
And what kind of issues does she have? And don't say mental.
No, she doesn't have
Okay.
any mental issues.
Okay.
She is a clean freak,
Clean freak?
Yep.
Okay.
and she has allergies.
Allergies?
Yep.
A dog.
And she's got a
Cats?
dog.
Okay. Kids?
No kids.
Okay. All right, how about Greg and Barb? How do you know them?
We lived with them during Sandy.
Okay. And
They
what kind of
have-
issues do they have?
They have breathing issues. It's allergies. And
Allergies?
he has sleep apnea.
Okay. How about Lucille and John? How do you know them?
I know them from just the neighborhood bar that we go to. They're
Okay.
just friends of ours.
And
They have a wood burning stove.
with burning stove?
Yep. And they have children, and they have a cat and a dog,
Okay.
and she's got allergies.
How do you know Gail?
I live with Gail. She was a friend of mine for years. I live with Gail. She's got allergies, and she smokes.
You smoker? Works. If you were me, who would be the first person you would go see on this list? Who do you think would need it the most out of everybody?
Barbara and Greg.
All right, I'm gonna circle Barb and Greg, okay? This is how it works. I'm gonna go out and get the big one, which is what she's doing sitting on the couch right now. She's earning her big one for free, and if you like it, I'll show you how you can get one as free too. But this is what the company did, and we've got a great program. If you can get Barb and Greg on the phone while I'm going out to get the big one, and you can get them to take a look at this within the next 24 hours, I'm gonna give you one for free. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you can get an additional 3 people on this list to look at it in any time frame, okay, we're gonna give you a second one for free. So that's a total of 4 for you to earn 2. And that way you'll have one for the kitchen and one for your son's bedroom.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so let me go out and get the big one, which she's trying to get for free, while you give her a call and let me know.